Hi, I've finished Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. This is the third Jennifer Saint that I've now read, and this is a gorgeous edition, those end covers, and it's even signed. So, this is a story about a myth that I'm not really familiar with. I've read Electra, I've read Ariadne, and they were a lot more familiar to me than the story of Atalanta. And once again, it's a feminist retelling. Atalanta's left by her father on a mountainside because she's not the son and heir that he wanted. She's adopted by a she-bear and becomes the protege of the goddess Artemis. She becomes a skilled huntress and an archer. When Jason is planning his trip to capture the Golden Fleece, gathering together his band of Argonauts, Artemis tells Atalanta to join the crew as her champion. She's the sole woman on the voyage, so there's the prejudice of the other sailors there. But we see her strength, and we see the prejudice and how it affects her. I loved seeing the voyage and the tribulations from Atalanta's point of view, and how time and again she was forced to prove that she was just as worthy to be on the boat on the ship as the others. She was just as much a hero as they were. And she's a strong character. But at many times, I felt that the focus was more on the men than on her. Maybe that's just me. It was on how their actions impacted upon her. As though at some points she didn't have a choice. She had to act in a certain way because that's all she could do. Even her relationship with Artemis has pushed her onto this certain path. So the first half of the novel, I was a little bit... she wasn't the feminist, the strong character. She was strong, but not in the way that I was expecting her to be. In the second half, that is more when you see the Atlanta. Well, that is more when I saw the Atlanta that I was hoping to see. An Atlanta who this time was forging her own path. On the whole, for me, I didn't have the emotional connection with Atalanta that I had, particularly in Electra. Electra I thought was magnificent, and I could feel everything in that book. I didn't feel close to her. I enjoyed her story, but I wasn't living and breathing her, if that makes sense. It's a story that I didn't really know. I had to Google it afterwards. I wasn't aware that there had been a woman on the Argonaut on Jason's voyage. But yes, another worthy addition to the Greek myth retellings. So, Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. Happy reading. Take care.